Hello, today we are going to take a look at the question 697, degree of an array. First, let me introduce the question. The degree of an array is defined as the maximum frequency of any one of its elements. For example, the degree for this array is 2 since the element 2 occurred twice. And here, in example 2, the degree of this array is 3, since element 2 occurred 3 times. So, our job is to find the smallest possible length of a contiguous subarray of nums that has the same degree as nums. We have to find the smallest possible length that has the same degree as the array. So how do we do that? Let's analyze the problem further. In example 1, we will find out 2 is our most frequent element, and then we need to find out the index of the leftmost 2 and the rightmost 2 in this array, which is 1 and 3, which is 1, but the right side index we have to add 1 to it, which is 3. So the final answer is the right side of the most frequent element plus 1 minus left side of the most frequent element, which in this case is 3 minus 1 is 2. And in the second example, we will know the most frequent element is 2, and it happened 3 times. But what we need is only the leftmost and the rightmost of 2, the index of them, and then we find the difference of them. That will be our answer. And the reason is quite simple, because to create a subarray that exactly has the same degree as the previous array, we must need to maintain the position of the leftmost and rightmost, their absolute distance. Therefore, the difference between the leftmost index and the rightmost index will be our answer. Now let's get into coding. First, we must know what is the most frequent element. To do that, we need a dictionary, a frequency dictionary. So the counter method gives us a dictionary which contains the frequency of each element inside the array. Then we need to find out the maximum frequency it happens, which will be our degree. And there is an exception, is when the degree is equals to 1. Then the only possibility that we create a subarray which has the same degree, which is 1, is that subarray's length is 1. Then the next, we have to find out what's the most frequent element based on this. So how are we going to do that? We're going to give them, because this problem, it doesn't say there's only one most frequent element. Therefore, we need to try out all of our candidates. So we'll look into the dictionary we just created and find out the value is, find out the key whose value is exactly the degree. After that, it's time to find the leftmost index and the rightmost index of them. Oh, before that, we must create our result variable, which is it will be the minimum length of the rightmost index minus leftmost index. But therefore we give it the biggest number, which is the infinite number of float. Now it's time to find our leftmost index, which would be, we'll use the method of index, and it's time to find our rightmost index plus 1. And now it's time for us to replace minimum length. With the difference between the rightmost index minus leftmost index of the most frequent candidate. At last, we just return the minimum length. It is runtime error in line 11. Num of frequency is equals to degree. Oh, there's a mistake. Should be frequency of num. Because we need to find out, we need to look inside our frequency dictionary. Yes, there we get the shortest subarray which has the exact same degree as the previous array.